Hey everyone, and welcome. Today we're going to tackle something that, let's be honest, stresses a lot of us out. Our money. But we're not just going to talk about it. We're going to build a super simple, really powerful framework from the ground up. We're talking about the 4 pillars of your financial health. And trust me, by the end of this, you're going to have so much more clarity.
Okay, let's just get right into it. Take a look at that question on the screen. Does that hit a little close to home? Do you ever feel like your whole money situation is just this tangled, chaotic mess? Maybe you're getting by, but you don't really have a clear picture of what's going on. Or, hey, maybe it really does feel like it's on life support. That anxiety is so common. But I promise you, today we are going to cut right through that chaos.
And speaking of cutting through the chaos, welcome to Radical Finance. Look, our whole mission here is to ditch the confusing jargon and all the noise. We're here to give you the simple, actionable frameworks you need to actually take control of your financial life. No fluff, just radical clarity. So here's the game plan for today. First, we're going to start with the big picture, the 4 financial vitals. Then we'll break down each pillar one by one. Pillar 1 is your earning engine. Pillar 2 is all about mastering your spending. Then we get to the fun part, the wealth-building duo, pillars 3 and 4, which are saving and investing. And finally, we'll pull it all together so you can create your very own financial snapshot. Let's do this. Okay, so let's get into this main idea. I want you to start thinking about your finances, well, exactly like you think about your physical health, right? When you go to the doctor, what's the first thing they do? They check your vitals, your heart rate, your blood pressure. Those key numbers give them a really quick, really accurate snapshot of your overall health. And guess what? We're going to do that exact same thing, but for your money. So what are these financial vital signs? It's these 4 things right here. That's it. It's not a million different things. Every single dollar that comes into or goes out of your life falls into one of these 4 categories. You've got earning, that's all the money coming in. You've got spending, all the money going out. Then there's saving, which is setting money aside for your safety net and your short-term goals. And last but not least, investing. This is how you make your money work for you to build real long-term wealth. It really is that simple. If you can understand these 4 flows, you are in the driver's seat. Hey, and just a quick pause. If this simple 4-pillar idea is already starting to click for you, do me a huge favor and just tap that like button. It really helps get this kind of clear, no-nonsense info out to more people who are probably feeling that same financial stress we talked about. All right, let's dive into our very first pillar, your earning engine. I just love thinking about it this way because it's so true, right? Your ability to earn money, your income, it's literally the engine that powers your entire financial life. Without that fuel coming in, nothing else can happen. And check out that definition. Earning is the inflow of money from all sources. And this is so important. For most of us, yeah, it's our day job. It's a paycheck. But I want you to think bigger. Do you have a side hustle? Are you selling stuff online? Do your investments pay you dividends? Do you get any rental income? All of that counts. All of it is fuel for your financial life. The more of those little streams you can build, the bigger and more powerful your engine becomes.
Okay, but let's be real. Having a giant, super powerful engine doesn't do you a bit of good if your gas tank is full of holes. And that brings us to pillar number 2, which, honestly, is where most financial plans just completely fall apart. And that is mastering your spending. Now that phrase right there, directing your resources intentionally, that is everything. This is a huge mental shift. For so many of us, spending just kind of happens. You get to the end of the month and you're like, where did all my money go? It just disappears. But mastering this pillar means you become the director. You tell every single dollar where to go, you give it a job. So the big question is, are you intentionally directing your money toward the life you want? Or is it just leaking out on autopilot? All right, so picture this. You've got your earning engine running strong, and you've patched up the leaks by mastering your spending. So now you actually have money left over at the end of the month. You have a surplus. What do you do with it? Well, now we get to the really exciting part. This is where you actually start building your future using the powerhouse combo of pillars 3 and 4, saving and investing. And this slide right here breaks down one of the most common and honestly one of the most damaging points of confusion in all of personal finance. People use the words saving and investing like they're the same thing. They are not. They are totally different tools for totally different jobs. Look, saving is for the short term. This is your safety net. This is your emergency fund. It's the money for a down payment on a house you want to buy in 2 years. It has to be safe. It has to be easy to get to. Investing, that's the long game. That is the engine for real wealth growth. This is where you take calculated risks, like with the stock market, to grow your money over decades. So remember this.
You save for security, you invest for freedom. Seriously, knowing which tool to use for which job is such a game changer. And if that distinction just clicked for you, you know what to do. Hit that like button. And now, I really want to hear from you. Drop a comment below and let me know, which of these 4 pillars are you focused on the most right now? Earning, spending, saving, or investing? Go ahead, let me know. Reading through what you're all working on helps everyone. Okay, we've looked at all 4 of our financial vital signs. We get earning, we get spending, we get saving, and we get investing. But how do you pull all of that together into one single, easy-to-understand number? How do you actually do that financial checkup we talked about at the beginning? Well, this is where we get your financial snapshot. If you take away only one thing from this whole explainer, please let it be this. The single best measure of your financial health is your net worth. It's not how much money you make, it's not the kind of car you drive. Your net worth is the one number that tells the true story. And the formula couldn't be simpler. It's everything you own minus everything you owe. That's it. It's the bottom line. It's your financial scorecard. And the best part? This isn't some complicated thing only finance nerds can do. You can do this tonight. Step 1, just list out all your assets. That's anything you own that has value. Cash in the bank, investments, your home, your car. Step 2, list out all your liabilities. That's all your debt, credit cards, student loans, mortgage. Then, step 3 is just simple subtraction. Assets minus liabilities equals your net worth. I'm challenging you to do this. It'll take you 15 minutes. And once you know that number, your one goal is to make decisions every day that make that number go up. And this brings us right back to where we started. Why is it so important to pay attention to all 4 pillars? Because of this quote right here. If one is weak, the rest will crumble. Think of your financial life like a table with 4 legs. You could be the greatest investor in the world, but if your spending is out of control and you have no money left to invest, that pillar is useless. You could be a super high earner, but if you never save or invest, you're going to be working forever. They all have to work together. You need 4 strong pillars to build a strong financial life. So there you have it. Your main takeaway, your homework, is simple. Calculate your net worth. Find out where you stand today. If you learned something, if this brought you some clarity, a like is always, always appreciated. And make sure you subscribe to Radical Finance so you don't miss the next one. And hey, let's build a real community here. Share your biggest financial challenge in the comments. I guarantee you are not alone in whatever you're facing. Thank you so much for investing your time with me today. I'll see you in the next one.